Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now straight away you will see that I'm sat down, which is a not too unfamiliar position for me, sitting down chilling out. I've just got down to my Oxfordshire Syndicate. Now I haven't fished at all up here this year. This is my first trip on here this year. Had a go last year, done really well, massively out of touch. I know the fish have spawned mid-May now. This time last year they hadn't spawned, and I fished down the sort of the far end from where I am, which is that way. I'm looking down there like you can see, but it's down that way. And I had a really good session, and they was down there getting ready to spawn, and they went the first week of June. I've only got a night. I'm going to cover this trip in as much detail as possible. It's always handy with the phone. Obviously now I've got my own YouTube, I can just piece these together professionally like I do, and yeah, keep everybody up to date with what's been going on in my life. I come back from Gigantica last week, which was a insane trip. That was all filmed for the Corda YouTube channel, so hopefully by the time this is out, that video is also out. But if it isn't, make sure you keep an eye out for that, because that is a video not to be missed. It's baking hot. I've seen fish out here on the surface. I'm in a peg that I've not fished before. I've had a little lead around for sort of half hour, 40 minutes. Even though there's fish out there on top, I don't mind having a lead around because I want to get my spots established. I'm going to set my kit up, nip down the shops, grab a few supplies, and I'm going to take you on the journey with me. Well, it's 4 o'clock now, just gone 4 o'clock. I can only fish until 8 o'clock in the morning, so I've got to go back and watch Little and Sports Day. So I haven't really got a lot of time, but it isn't a quick overnighter. It is an overnighter. My watch doesn't run. My watch doesn't run any faster or slower than anybody else's. This is technically an overnight session, but it's a night. So we're out doing it. We're out having a go, and you never know. I had a good week at Gigantica. I've already had a personal best fish from Spain, one from Belgium this year, personal best ghosty. It would be amazing just to rock up here on the off chance and try and yeah, catch the beginning here, which if it hasn't spawned will be near £60. If it has spawned will probably be just over £50, and you know what, I wouldn't complain at that. So yeah, I'm going to get this kit unloaded, set myself up, and grab yourself a brew or a cherry coke. Let's have a go and see what we can do, shall we? Here's the peg then. Like I say, it's a peg that I've not fished before. You've got quite a lot of prominent horizon markers out there, and I've gone with this one here, which is slightly right out of my peg, but it's a long way up to the next peg, so it's almost a bit of dead water. A lot of the willow fluff's landing. There is a fair few fish keep trekking on through, which is good. I'm only going to fish with 2 rods because there's quite a lot of weed out in front of me, and I'm fishing with braid. I was at Gigantica last week and I was using my Baziers with the 15 to 30 pound tapered long chuck, but fishing here in the weed, I've gone back to my SCWs. I've got a lot of spare spools of them, and that one there's £20 sub braid with a £20 IQ2 leader. Little blob of putty there, and I'm just going to fish these. Let me grab one for you so you can have a little look what we're playing with. Just a naked lead clip and a 4-ounce lead, and then up here onto the workstation. It's actually nice. Well, it's not nice because it doesn't really make a difference, but all my fishing on my Syndicate was barbless, and obviously out at the main lake was barbless. Now, over those 2 sessions, I landed 33 carp from my Syndicate, 1 hook pull, and I had 22 bites from Gigantica main lake. I lost 2 in the margins to a snag, which is not ideal, and I lost 1 to a hook pull, and that was fishing crank barbless size 4. That is a very good, in fact that's exceptionally good hook to lamb ratio. So if there's ever a reason to have your confidence sort of cemented into a pattern of hook, that was certainly the last couple of months. But for this session I've gone back, because you can, to barbs, which is mad really, because I've had such great success on barbless, but obviously these are barbed. I've got a bit of weed out there, whereas my Syndicate and Gigantica are not very weedy, so you're not ever putting sort of, or releasing the pressure on the hook if the fish goes in the weed, so to speak. We've got little 12mm. These are the test bait from Sticky. These are the pop-ups, little 12mm, and then all I'm going to put in the spod mix is 12mm, sweet corn, and hemp. That's all I'm going to put in there. I might put a little bit of chopped worm in, but I don't really want to catch many tench out of here because the tench can be a bit of a problem down there. And that's all I'm going to be putting out as the mix. So there's the technical side of it done. So I've got a little workstation here, a little tackle box. So now we've got to do is get them 2 clips up, get the spod rod clipped up. I'm going to go for 2 rods out in that L shape in the tree, and I'm going to put 20 spawns over the top, sit back and enjoy myself. Not like that, but just enjoy myself in general. Well, nothing's happened just yet. Noisy bird kicking off. Just going into the evening now. Quite a lot of fish showing, sort of random places really. It's not really showing in any particular area, but I've got the 2 rods out. I'm going to redo them because I got them out about, like I say, 5 o'clock by the time I got them out. It's probably just gone 8 o'clock now, so I've got about an hour or so left of light. It's quite cloudy now. It's going to cloud up tonight and it is going to rain sort of through the night and in the morning, which is typical when I pack up, but there's a lot of this like willow fluff on the surface of the water, and I could just do with a bit of a wind just to push it away, but I don't think we're going to get that wind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck an empty spom out a few times over where I'm fishing, drag a bit of a line for it, so when I cast my rigs over there, I'm not taking loads of that down with me to sort of clump around the braid. Even though it's really heavy sub braid and it will sink through it, I just don't want any sort of like white blobs of willow fluff all the way down my line. I'm trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but I'm going to turn around. I'm going to show you. You see that willow fluff out there? It's thick out there, look at that. That is thick, horrible willow fluff. There's the 2 rods. Got a little bit of a drop on the bobbins, just because with braid, you fish them into your line, obviously there's no give in it. It's not like mono, so I don't want them to be swimming through it and moving the lead. The spot that I'm fishing is only small. I don't want to move my lead. There's the rods out there, but I could just do, I'm fishing about 3 or 4 yards into that real thick stuff there, and I could just do with a bit of a wind to push it, but we're not going to get it, I don't think, so I'm going to use my spom to move it in a minute. Oh, sorry, is it taking you in the neck? We're getting a bit dizzy. So that's the peg. Majority of the fish that I have caught out of here have been night and early morning, so I don't sort of bank on anything happening now. But I am going to get everything sort of packed away once I've redone these rods in a bit, so I can have a nice easy pack up in the morning. But it is looking good. Got a lovely bit of a sunset over there. So as it's just going down, beautiful. Well, it's some ungodly hour of the morning. The weather's broken. We've now finally got a bit of rain in the air, and we've also got carp. That bad boy in there. That is, I don't know, look at that. It's a nice fish, but it's really spawned out, so I'm not going to stress him out too much. Just setting up the self-take station. Obviously this time of year you don't want to be keeping anything for any longer than what you need to. So I'm going to get this one out onto the mat. We'll have a bit of a hash at some self-videography. We'll slip him back, but the overnighter has been a success. An Oxfordshire Syndicate carp, and it's a nice one as well. Oh, here comes a bit of wind. Listen to that starting to come through now. Rods are back out there. Chance of another one. Well, he's actually a little bit bigger than what I thought. So it was obviously quite a big fish before it spawned out. 31 pounder. Looks like a real old fish. Really long, scaly. What I'm known for. There we go. Look at that. Proper Syndicate bruiser. Well spawned out, so I reckon he was a good 30 pounder before he spawned out, but nice to come up here, get a bit of a feel for the place again, and catch a carp from a swim that I've not fished before. Quick goes to the other side. It's a right old boy, this one. Oh. Come on. Slipped out the old hands. And there we go. A Syndicate 30 pounder on my first night back in over a year. Lovely. Well, that's it then. Overnighter, complete, and those ripples that are coming in, it's a bloody carp that's just showed, right over the top of where I was fishing. Mat's down there, dry that off when I get home. There's the kit on the old barra. Fits lovely, that does. It's just how I like it loaded, that is. You know, like when you just get it right, you load it the same way every time. That's bang on that. And for anyone in the market for a new bed chair, check my own bad boys out. All ready to rock and roll. Thank God I got a power portal, because getting around this lake can be a bit of a mission as well. So there we go, little overnighter. I'll address all you lovely folk. Well worth coming up. 30 pounder on an overnighter. I've got next week free as well. I'm not filming again until the week after, so there's a very, very good possibility that I'm going to be coming up here again next week. If I do come up here again next week, I'm going to vlog the whole session. Obviously, I'm going to roll this one out on my YouTube, because I like to keep you guys and girls updated with my fishing as much as what I possibly can. No giveaway on this one. It's just a short overnight vlog. When I do a bit of a session, I do a giveaway on all of those videos. But yeah, there you go. You've seen what I've been using. Seen how I've approached it. Not that I've gone into a load of detail. Little movie though. Keeps you all up to date, up to speed with where I am. And we've had a 30 pounder. Till next time, see you later.